Hello again, everyone. Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of Planet Zoo Career Mode. When we last left off, we were working on our gold medal for the Nevada State Eco Zoo, and it is waiting day. It's only going to be just a little bit for you, but for me, it's going to be a lot of Speed 3 until we get enough conservation credits to afford the last two habitat species and getting those timber wolves matured, and then another group of puppies born. So we have 4 puppies, I think 3 or 4 timber wolves here, puppies, ready to grow up eventually. And when they do, we will release them to the wild, but that still won't be enough. We'll have to wait for another group. In a perfect world, our female timber wolf would be pregnant again. Is our female wolf expecting? No, not yet. So hopefully she gets on the good foot and does the bad thing, so we might have another little litter. With these 3, that will take us up to 4 out of 7. If she has another litter of 3, that would be enough for us. We're at 296 conservation credits when we look at our animal trading market. There's only a few animals that we have left to get into the zoo. That is the Bornean orangutan for 566, and then we also need the hippo for 248. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to cheese it a little bit. I want to save up enough conservation credits to get the orangutan and the hippo together. We'll put them in the zoo at the same time and then immediately release them back to the wild once the achievement ticks, or this marker ticks. We need to have 13 habitat species in the zoo. It doesn't say for how long. Now, what's going to put a big old hole in my plan is if a timer starts and we need to have 13 species in the zoo for an extended period of time. That will put some interesting things. My plan is to put the hippo in with the flamingos and to put the Bornean orangutan in with the red panda. I don't think they will fight each other. I don't think orangutan has a taste for blood, so that should work out okay. And then the rest of the time we are going to be waiting. So literally all I'm going to be doing in the meantime, in between cuts, is watching my animals, and as soon as some of them age up to the point where I can release them to the wild, I'll release them to the wild, and we will save up enough conservation credits to get the orangutan and the hippo together. We just need one each, and get them into the zoo. So Speed 3, I don't normally do this, but the zoo is pretty self-sufficient. It shouldn't need much from me. I'll be right back. All right, good news. We have some new food enrichment for our African buffalo, a grazing ball feeder, that's 30. Grab ball would be a toy. So we're getting a little bit better with our African buffalo enrichment, making them just a little bit happier, and that's all we can ask for. We're at 30 out of 50 now, so overall 84. Due to the cleanliness, hopefully a keeper can get over there quick, fast, and in a hurry. We've already summoned them, and we're just waiting for more to grow up. We've traded some more exhibit animals out of the zoo, up to 327 conservation credits now. Just waiting for that snow leopard and that Bornean orangutan. All right, 2 more timber wolves getting ready to leave here. Wyatt is almost up. Yeah, young adult. We can release to the wild. There we go. 41 more conservation credits for us. That's going to be our 4th out of 7. So we still need our 2 habitat species, and we only need to release 3 more timber wolves. Let's make sure that we actually have a male and female timber wolf. Yep, we have our alphas in there, both within mating age. So once we can keep on keeping on, we'll be fine. Still waiting for more little ones to grow up. Still getting that research done. Still trying to collect all of the enrichment items for sure. And the conservation credits, let's take a look at the Animal Trading Center. Can we afford something? So the snow leopard is 493, and the Bornean orangutan would be 671. So a long way to go on those, so I'll just keep on keeping on. All right, the game wants to troll me. So our timber wolf, Embry, has had her little puppies, and we've got 2, Winter and Santi. And that's all well and good, except for the fact that now she's getting pretty elderly, We can't... Yeah, we can send her to the trade center. I don't think that we can release her back into the wild. We can just, like, box her up. I don't know if we can, like, sell her. Let's put her back into the trading center and see if we can get a, quick trade for $93. That trade is done. We have our snow leopard in stasis waiting to go. What we'll also do is head and get another female timber wolf, the most fertile that we could possibly can. There's a good one. Yeah, let's get NVidia in here into the timber wolf enclosure. That way she can get pregnant and perhaps have another litter. But that will be the end of our timber wolves. We just need to wait for them to grow up. And we're at 397 conservation credits, so we are basically just waiting on enough credits to get that Bornean orangutan. So let's see if we can catch a deal here. It's going to be, 695. So we're almost there, almost ready. A few more months of speed 5 should keep us in check. And especially if some of these other animals grow up, like our camel or some of our ghorials, or, you know, those other animals that have been born. Awesome. So she's joined a pack. Hopefully she'll be nice and comfy here, and hopefully she will be nice and happy. She's running like crazy. 95% happiness. That's what I like to see. She is the alpha female. Yeah, flamingos are breeding like crazy. We might actually get rid of some of our flamingos as well. Looking at our sheer number of flamingos. Yeah, it's a lot of flamingos. If we did something like, there's no alpha male flamingo, but if we kept 3 and 3. So let's go male, male, male. So you can be released. No, you can't. How about you? No? You? No? You? No. So all these females can, it looks like. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll just release 4 of these females into the wild. Try to get as many conservation credits as we possibly can. We're also finishing up some of our research on the African buffalo, and our most appealing animal right now is... Nice, the Indian elephant. So we will shift focus to Indian elephant whenever some of these trees get done. So that's red panda done. So for the time being, let's get Carol on the Indian elephant and start researching that. And continue our waiting game. So I will be right back. Wow, red panda worth 97. That might actually be enough to get our Bornean orangutan. Nope, 761. Almost there. That's 2 minutes away. Hopefully we can get a refresh here and get a Bornean orangutan for cheap. But so far we've just been on autopilot, just releasing all of these animals back into the wild that needs to be. Some of them are getting pretty close, so it won't be too awful long until we have enough credits. But it's definitely going to be the wolves, I think, that hold us back. Alright, so the mechanic is en route to Chief Beef 1. Shouldn't be too awful long, and we'll see a mechanic en route. But we are, there we go. Already ready already. Good job, Archie. So Archie is on the case, and, just waiting for this Bornean orangutan. So I will continue watching these prices, and as soon as we can afford them, we'll be right back. Ooh, there's a cheap female for $376. We will adopt. All right, so now we have our last 2 animals in our trading center. We have our snow leopard and we have our Bornean orangutan. So, I don't know if the snow leopard and Bornean orangutan will have a good mix, but I'm thinking climbing, a lot of space. The Bornean orangutan can go in the red panda exhibit just for the time being. Like, we're literally going to wait until these 2 are dropped in. And then I think the snow leopard may be able... Do we send them into the snow leopard pit? Or the Arctic wolf pit? Let's give that a try. And as soon as those two animals are placed down, we will have that check mark, and then we can, you know, sort of export them out of the zoo. All right, so we are still researching the Indian elephant. I think what we can do is research more diseases. So let's go with Elise, and we will go with mycoplasmosis. Sure. Sounds good. All right, so we're going to be on the lookout for our two people to place down our two remaining animals. And as soon as they're placed down, if they're not happy, we'll get them out of there. So they're at the trading center now. It's going to be sort of a race. If anything, I'll like put the snow leopard in a box until the Bornean orangutan gets put down. But it looks like it will get timed out nicely, because we just need to have 13 habitat species, not separate habitats. And I think this will work out fine. All right, so snow leopard going in. So that will be number 12. So there is the snow leopard, and oh, right away, how happy are you? So 80%, not bad. The wolves are looking at this snow leopard like, what in the world is he even doing here? But we just need to wait for the Bornean orangutan to be placed down in the red panda, and here we go. Booyah, and that's it. That's all we needed to do. Now here's an alert that I haven't seen before. The predation is occurring. So yeah, it's the snow leopard and whatnot don't like the Arctic wolves, but that's fine. We have our check mark. That is literally all we needed to do. Now it's just release timber wolves into the wild. So what I'm going to do is go to our zoo animals, look for our Bornean orangutan. Okay, so it can't be sold, but we're at least going to move the you out. So send the snow leopard back to the trade center and the Bornean orangutan. Get them out of the zoo so predation does not occur. And now it's literally just speed 3 until these wolves grow up and our female gets pregnant, and then she gives birth, and then that wolf grows up. So we are on the long game now. Can we sell for money? No, we don't want to return to habitat. Can't sell for money or release to the wild, so they're just going to sit there doing a whole lot of nothing. And yeah, it's just waiting. So when I see you next, it should be the gold medal. It's year 13 crossing into April. So this will tell you how long I'm going to be on speed 3 for a bit. So I'll see you when we get our gold. Mama wolf playing with baby wolf, and offspring is imminent. So it shouldn't be too awful long till NVidia gives birth, and then that will be the last of the wolves that actually need to be bred. Then it's just the waiting game for them to grow up, as long as she has one. Because we have 2 ready to go. We have little Winter, and then we have also their brother or sister. Don't know exactly where they are running. Zarya. All right, so newborn Zarya. So that should, according to my calculations, if we flip this around to Timberwolf, yeah, we've got 4 baby Timberwolves, 2 at 1.3 years, and then another 2 1.3 years behind them that we need to release. So, yep, let's speed 3. The end is in sight. All right, we've got 3 young adult Timberwolves, and I think that will be it. We'll release them to the wild here. Oh, 1 or more of the selected can't be released, so Yvette will stay, but we'll release the 2, and that will leave us with just 1 Timberwolf left to release. And looking at our Timberwolves here, we've got 2 puppies, 2.6 years old each. Tristan, the father, is about to kick the bucket. We'll put in a male Timberwolf in there just in case, but yeah, still waiting. We're at year 16, June 25th, and waiting for Zavrina and Zarya to age up. Now I wonder, it just says release 7 Timberwolves into the wild. Can we release old Tristan? No. He has a condition preventing release, probably elderly, I would say. So yeah, we're just waiting for the little kids, so Speed 3 continues. All right, everyone, it is now time. 11 September, year 17. We are ready to release an animal to the wild and be done. So here we go. Gold medal acquired.
I could never have imagined that our first zoo would be this successful. Oh, and I could not have done it without you. Thanks to your efforts, we've made an incredible contribution to the Timberwolf Ecology Restoration Project. And, even better, the zoo is running completely on renewables.
Yes.
I mean, I know this is what I asked for, but I just didn't believe we'd make it this far so fast.
Oh, don't tell me about fast.
Other than the animals, you really were the only good thing about Mr. Meyer's zoos. Oh, and now that he doesn't have you working for him, he's really cutting costs to the bone. I hear he actually tried passing off a habitat full of house cats as pygmy lions. Ugh. I mean, the sooner we get rid of him, the better.
All right, so that is it, everyone. It has been a slog. About 30 straight minutes of Speed 3 just waiting for something to happen. And that's the kind of objectives that I really don't like, are the kinds that you have to wait. Sure, we might have gotten away with one alpha male and several females to help speed that process along, but the objectives where you don't have to do anything, no planning, just wait, I don't like that. I like the increasing habitat species welfare. It forces you to do research. It forces you to plan their habitat. Replacing everything with renewable energy. It forces you to think about your power grid and your placement of power stations. But just waiting for animals to grow up to be released is pretty dull. But next time, we will be in a brand new zoo with a brand new set of objectives. I don't know if we're going to be starting from scratch or we're going to be inheriting one after the fact, but we will have to take a look-see. But that will do it for me and the Nevada Eco Zoo. But like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next episode when we start a new Career Mode Zoo. Take care.